uploaded a video recently regarding the Cobalt points motor and the Hornby Select. It was towards the end of the video and quite brief, so I just want to go over that again and spend a bit more time just to discuss these two items working together. So there's not a problem with either of them. They both work fine, but to program that using the Hornby Select, it's just a little bit different to how you'd normally program with the Hornby Select. Having said that, this is programmed in the same way with pretty much every controller, just that the Hornby Select's a little bit, you have to change your mindset a little bit. So let me try and explain. So what you normally do if you're going to program an accessory using your Hornby Select is that you hold the select button down, and it asks for an address, and we're going to, let's say we choose number 70. Press select, and the light will flash. Now as it's doing that, it's sending a signal out to any accessories that may be connected, and it's looking for that, and it's sending that address, and then the accessory trying to connect is going to send a signal back and saying, yeah, I've got it, we're fine. The light will flash. Normally flashes 7 times, up to 7 times, which means it's working. If it goes 8, as what we did then it means that it hasn't worked. So this isn't going to work anyway, so that's why it would have flashed 8 times. So that's how you normally set an accessory using the Hornby Select. Now with these, it's a little bit different. I have to admit, the first time that I tried it, I couldn't get it to work. I read the instructions and they weren't that clear, I guess, but I spoke to DCC Concepts. They rang me, a really nice guy called John, and explained a few things, and it worked first time. So it's just me being a little bit dim, I guess. So this is how you would program or set the address using the Hornby Select on the Cobalt Digital. So the first thing we need to do is to turn that to set. It's a little switch there, and we turn it to set. Now in set, it actually is what they call learn mode. So what it will do, it will listen out for a signal being sent through the DC bus, in this case just the wires there, and it will learn that address that we're going to use in a moment. So all we do with that now in set mode, we, instead of going to set this with the select button that we normally do, we just choose an address. So let's choose address 80 for instance. We'll press select, which is now that 80 on this is an accessory address rather than a local address. And then we click left, and then right, and that's it. Then we just turn this back to run. Let's turn it that way up so you can see it working. And then if we just press the button there, you'll see the motor then start to go. So basically what's happened is that the motor has learned the address that we want it to use, rather than that sending a signal saying this is what we want to do. That's listened out and that's learned for that particular address, which is address 80. And that's it. And if we disconnect that and plug it into our track, it's still going to remember that it's address 80 until we tell it any differently, just by changing the switch back to set into learn mode, and then it will relearn the new address. And that's it basically. Just want to kind of a little shout out to the guys at DCC Concepts. I sent them an email because I was being a bit dim, because I didn't read the instructions properly. I couldn't find anything on YouTube that was specific to setting up this with the Cobalt. And after a couple of emails, they gave me a call. Spoke to a guy called John, very knowledgeable, and we got it going first time. So that and the other points on the layout now work fine. Got a couple of other bits on order from DCC Concepts, so as soon as they get here, we'll obviously make a video on those as well. So I hope that's been useful to somebody, and until next time, thank you for watching.